What's up, guys? Today I'm doing a video on something that I really didn't want to make a video on, but a lot of people were suggesting I do, so here I am. This is my CZ75B, and it's gone through some hell. It started off as a rough, beat-up gun that I found on Gunbroker for cheap. And back then, I had a gunsmith that if I sent him something and I paid for parts and materials, he would do labor for free as long as I shout out his company, which was fair. I miss that dude. But anyways, I sent it to him. And it almost seemed like he had ADHD when I looked at the pistol, because there was machine marks in some rough areas, but then other places were meticulously done. Like, the gun looked great from a distance, but if you looked closely, you'd see some machine marks and some dings, but I really liked the aesthetics of it. But it had some problems, and one of them is it didn't always like to fire. Come to find out that the firing pin was seized, so we replaced that and the mainspring, so now the gun fired. Then the red dot would not stay secure. So as you fired it, it would loosen up, start to wiggle, you lost your zero. We even put red Loctite on this, and the red dot did not stay in place. It's because when he manufactured it, he put it as low as he possibly could, which aesthetically was pleasing. It didn't work. So for a while, I had a paperweight. Well, I sent it to my other gunsmith, and he suggested that we redo it. We basically weld layers back on where he milled it out, and then secure a mounting plate on top of that, which I was okay with. But then when I got it, at first I noticed things like the rear serrations looked rough. He suggested, and he wanted rear serrations, which I get it. I don't know why they were milled off in the first place, but you know, whatever. I did prefer them being on there, but when he put it on, it's rough. It doesn't look good. And then he welded up here over all the inlay that was in the slide, and then engraved my channel name on top of that. Originally, it was in this little, kind of like this cutout right here, but just inlaid, and it said my channel name, and it was very well done, very clean. This is not clean. It doesn't look good. And he added all that. So the serrations and that, it just doesn't look very good. And this charging handle, it's awesome, but it could be married to the frame or the slide a lot better and look a lot better. But the thing that I really wanted him to work on was getting that red dot secured properly. And so he welded layers on and used this sight plate for it. At first I was like, oh, there's a rear sight now, that's awesome. Till I started to study the gun, and I'm like, well, the front sight is low, so it's basically useless. Okay, whatever. I guess eventually I could get a higher front sight, but damn. Now it just looks silly. But just the way the slide looks, it's not good. And here's another problem. So you put the gun on safety. It works on single action, right? But you put the safety on, it does not work. So at one point I was going to replace the whole trigger assembly in this gun, till I found out none of the parts actually fit in properly. Why? Because this doesn't have a CZ75 trigger assembly. I forget the actual name that my gunsmith told me, but he showed me the schematics. It did not match a CZ75. I have a bastardized trigger assembly in here. So even though I wasted money on trying to get a new sear and new hammer, it doesn't work in here. And it's so gritty. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to bring it up to my microphone. it's so, like, you can feel the metal gritting, or grinding, I mean. Like, it's not a terrible trigger, but it just has a texture to it. It doesn't feel very good. Now, the gun on the right side doesn't look half bad, but you look on the left side and it looks bad. And if this doesn't make you cringe, I told him I wanted a refund I'm so upset I can't even speak. Said, before I said, okay, you can tell I'm struggling here. Before I even asked for a refund, I was mentioning I don't want this gun, it looks horrible. I talked about selling it. And the guy who did the work, even though I was offering a pretty low amount, went $100 less than what I was asking for. And what's sad is it was $100 less than the work that he charged me for. So basically, I would have given him this gun, he would have done this work, given it back to me, given me $100 less than I gave him, and getting a gun. So basically, for $100, or he got $100. Yeah, so for $100, he got a free gun and $100 just to fuck up a gun. Yeah. So now that my brain, okay, let's see if I can reword that. So I pay in this amount. I get it back, and it looks worse than when I gave it to him. So he offers to buy the entire gun for $100 less than I actually had paid him. So in the end, he would have made $100 and got a free gun. And all he had to do was ruin a gun. I'm like, no. So I've been trying to get a refund from him. I even said, you can have the slide. Like, just have it at this point. And then I'd just get another slide. Maybe if I can get a regular CZ75 slide and have just somebody mill out just here. That's it. That's all I want you to do, where the porting is. Then I could sell the gun and be done with it. So if he gives me a refund, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to give him this slide and be like, here. And then I am just going to get a regular CZ75 and see if I could just mill out right there. That's it. And be done with this gun. Which is sad, because this has been a long process. Like, I've had this gun for a while. I even deleted the original video because it just irritated me. I saw the pictures of how this originally looked before his work, and it made me so sick that I started demanding a refund. And I know I was probably being an asshole about it. I try not to be mean, I really do, but this got me pretty upset. So what's the point of this video? Well, first off, be careful who you trust doing your gun work. Just because somebody might be a little bit cheaper or recommended by your friends doesn't always mean they're the best option. Because when you get to the point I'm at, where the gun is just ruined, at least the slide is ruined, and the heat treatment, I haven't even shot it. He welded this thing. Like, it used to be engraved and he welded over the top of it. I don't know how well the heat treatment is on this gun, to be fair. And I don't really want to shoot it anymore because I'm so irritated. But anyways, getting sidetracked. If you want custom work done on your gun, find out who in the industry does a good job. Not who's the most expensive or who's the most famous, who does the best work and who has the biggest following. Because just because somebody has a buddy who can supposedly do a good job and fix your gun does not always mean they can do that. And you could be out money. And guns like this could be a money pit. And I'm not even going to get my money back. As much as I put into this thing, I'm probably not going to get it back. I think I'm going to take this red dot off and put it on my Smith & Wesson M&P, and then get another slide and just go with irons, you know. Who knows? Maybe I'll keep it then. I don't know. But point of the story, before you have your gun ruined, really go into depth of their quality of craftsmanship and how much they're charging you. Sometimes in the end you'll spend more money having second tier people working on your gun than just to send it to the right person and have them do it right. I think that's the best way to put it. I'm sorry, I didn't word this correctly. I think this is like the 4th time I've done this video because there was something wrong. There was an audio issue and a focus issue. So this is my 3rd time doing the video. I'm tired. I'm upset this happened because the original guy who made this did a decent job. Like, he checkered it on the back strap and the front strap, and it looks great and it feels great. He did, I mean, the trigger is awful. But he did a good job porting the barrel, and the slide looked a lot better before it was ruined. Just, guys, learn from my example. Get it done right the first time. I hope you guys got something from this, and all 10 of you that actually watched this video, thanks for being my loyal subscribers. I hope you guys got something out of this video. And now I'm going to get out of this video.